Charlotte Explains, Rugby League, book created by Charlotte. Introduction. Rugby League is a sport where two teams go head-to-head. Whoever scores the most points wins. Rugby League's 3 fun facts. It was founded on the 29th of August 1895. The rules of rugby league matches have constantly changed since 1895. In Papua New Guinea, rugby league is the national sport. What does a rugby league pitch look like? In the UK, the minimum size for a rugby league pitch is 106 metres length and no less than 68 metres width. In Australia, the pitch is 80 metres length and 48 metres width. In New Zealand, a rugby league pitch is 112 to 122 metres length and 68 metres width. The 4 key lines on a rugby league pitch. The left-hand side try line. The left-hand side try line is, quite simply, where players can score tries. The right-hand side try line. The right-hand side try line is where players can score tries. The south line. The south line marks where the pitch is. If a player crosses the south line, this is called in touch and will result in a penalty tap restart to the opposition. The north line. The north line marks where the pitch is. If a player crosses the north line, this is also called in touch and will result in a penalty tap restart to the opposition. How do you play rugby league? Rugby league is quite simple. If your team has the ball, you have got 6 chances to try and score a try. If your team doesn't have the ball, you need to tackle the opposition 6 times before automatically getting the ball back. However, after the 5th tackle, most teams choose to kick the ball unless they are close to the try line. What are penalties, scrums, and set restarts? What is a penalty? A penalty is where a team can kick the ball out. Wherever they kick it out, they can then get 6 new chances to score a try from that exact point. You can also take the 2, which means you get a shot at getting the ball in between 2 giant posts. If you get it through, your team gets 2 points. What is a scrum? A scrum is where 6 players from each team get in a 3-2-1 formation, and another player, often the scrum half, will roll the ball to their teammate, and then play continues. What is a set restart? A set restart is a quick and easy way of keeping the game running. Basically, the team who has been awarded the set restart gets 6 new attempts to score a try. What are the rules of rugby league? In rugby league, you are not allowed to tackle someone above their shoulders. If you do so, this is called a high tackle and will result in a penalty to the opposition. You are not allowed to drop the ball forwards. This is called a knock-on and will result in a scrum to the opposition. But if you drop the ball backwards, play continues. You are not allowed to pass the ball forward, and if done, will result in a scrum to the opposition, as it is technically a knock-on. After a tackle, 2 players are allowed directly in front of the player, the person who plays the ball. They are called markers, but the team who hasn't got the ball has to go 10 metres away from the player. If your team has the ball, then after the 5th tackle, you are allowed to kick it. But if anyone is in front of the kicker before they have kicked the ball, this is called offside and will result in a penalty or set restart to the opposition. How do you score points? There are 4 ways to score points in rugby league. A try. A try is when a team will put the ball behind their opponent's try line. This is worth 4 points. Warning. Make sure you put the ball down with downwards pressure. Anything but that equals no try. A conversion kick. After your team has scored a try, you will be rewarded with 4 points and a chance to kick the ball between two posts. This is worth 2 points. A penalty kick. A penalty kick is just like a conversion kick and is also worth 2 points. A drop goal. A drop goal is where your team kicks the ball between the two tall posts whilst play is continuing. This is only worth 1 point, but can be a decisive factor between winning or losing. What are the yellow cards and red cards? Yellow cards. Yellow cards are given to players who break the laws of the game. For example, if someone was to make a late tackle on their opposition, this might result in a yellow card, which is also known as a sin bin. The player in the sin bin will wait there for 10 minutes and then should be allowed back on. Sin bins usually result in a 1-game ban, unless the referee made a bad call. Red cards. Red cards are given to players who seriously break the laws of the game. For example, if someone made a challenge on their opposition that could end a career, would result in a red card. Game bans will usually be 2 to 10 games depending on the challenge. What equipment do you need to play rugby league? To play rugby league, you only really need some rugby league balls. You can also make an area of play so that nobody goes running 100 metres away from everybody else. Also make sure you have an opposition and a team, as rugby league is a team sport and not a single sport. Other thing. 40-20. For a 40-20 to successfully happen, a player has to be behind his own 40-metre line and kick the ball past the opponent's 20-metre line. First, the ball must bounce in the field, then roll out and become in touch. Offside. There are 2 ways to become offside in rugby league. 1. After every tackle, the defending team must retrieve back 10 metres from the attacking team, but 2 players are allowed near the attacking team. Anyone closer than 10 metres away, in front of the referee, is offside. 2. After your 5th tackle, your team has the option to kick the ball or run with the ball. If you choose to kick it, then your whole entire team has to be behind the kicker. Anyone in front is offside. Respect. Make sure if you are ever playing or watching rugby league, show respect to the match officials, staff and the opposition. A special thanks to and for all making this book possible. The end. Thanks for reading. Oh, and by the way, thank you for watching to the end. It takes me ages to make one of these videos, and good karma is always appreciated. Thanks.